Satu dua tiga, satu dua tiga. Halo halo semuanya, selamat malam. Kembali dengan gue Lanttern channel Lanttern. Halo halo. Ya, hari ini gue bakal main Genshin lagi, bakal story quest ya. Dan ya gue belum main sama sekali sih. Kemarin sempat tertrigger pas gue lagi streaming Genshin pas gacha silonan di sini, jadi udah langsung pindah ke sini. Dan dari kemarin aja udah diketahui bahwa ada beberapa suara yang nggak ada ya. Coba dulu gue. Jadi kayaknya kalau gua nggak nyaman bakal gua downloadin untuk next streaming suara Jepangnya ya. Soalnya VA Inggrisnya kemarin ya ada kontroversi lah. Kontroversi kah? Ada masalah lah pokoknya. Bukan VA-nya yang bermasalah tapi agensinya. Tapi ya udah nggak usah bahas itu. Pokoknya kalau emang nggak nyaman nanti gua dirasa ya nggak mau gua harus download yang JP dulu. Nanti gua hapus Inggrisnya. Soalnya JP 17 GB anjir kalau mau di download. Gue malas downloadnya sebenarnya, bikin full itu storage aja. Storage gue nggak sebanyak itu, 17 giga, Inggris aja 15 giga doang. Jadi ya sudah lah ya, nanti gimana nya gue lihat lah. Kemarin Kasina salah satunya yang tidak ada, Paimon masih ada, gak tahu yang lainnya ada atau enggak. Tidaknya Paimon ada lah ya, tapi enggak sepening cok. Kalau Paimon yang hilang sih aneh banget ya. Udah, by the way kan gue ada itu profesionalan deh. Lagi story gue pasti profesionalan nggak hilang.
Alright, after you.
Anjay. Soalnya itu ya. Ya pokoknya gitu lah ya. By the way, welcome to kalian semua yang udah datang ya, yang sudah mampir. Dia menyala banget, anjay. Aku sudah belajar banyak dari dia.
Yes, so I've heard.
Oh, silonannya ada,
so
yes.
Young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
Untuk silonannya ada ya? Kastinanya nggak ada, cok. Harum di mana-mana kah?
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Outlanders kali.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Outland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Bukan orang Natal maksudnya. Hah, banyak ke Cina bisu, cok. Tidak. Ah. Banyak ke Cina anjing.
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan, but we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Bukan orang Natal, jadi susah buatnya.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else.
Susah. Sulit.
But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
Jadi gimana caranya tuh kalau mustahil?
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it.
Ceritanya marga kuno ini diwariskan, tapi siapa yang buat marga kuno pertama? Dia bisa dong berarti.
We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Kalau jasi aku nggak kurang stok anjing. Ngomong amat cok, traveler cok. Kayak Cina bisu cok, pantas gua nggak dengar suara. Masih bisu aja, bisu gaming. Ada suaranya si Cina anjir.
But they were all performed outside of Netland, correct?
Setidaknya beneran Mafika ada lah.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been
Mungkin
recorded
mereka
by the
hire
Night
Silonen yang
Kingdom.
baru ya.
To take it one
Kayaknya
step further, even if you
terpikat dengan
had performed
Genshin
heroic deeds
masalah
in
ini.
that land, as an
Soalnya
Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been
kayak
recorded by
lama
our
kan
lands.
di mute. Gak ada suaranya. Berarti segala tindak tanduk perlawanan komunitas dan pekerjaan malam lebih rumit lagi. Misalnya kalian sudah jadi pahlawan di Lanttern pun biasanya.
Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
Oh, harus diingat Wyab ya.
Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the
Kayaknya Wyab
task
udah
of forging the
menandai
ancient
kita nggak
name
sih?
to me.
Kita kan udah masuk ke kerajaan malam ya.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Berapa putaran anjay?
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
Caranya gampang bang. Gak tahu gimana sih sebenarnya.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do?
Disuruh
What's
mengerjakan
happened is
sesuatu
already
yang
done,
tidak mungkin.
and it's not like I can outright
Mission
defy the
impossible
order
lah.
of my Archon.
Ya, yang sudah terjadi tidak bisa diubah. Aku terus memakan.
If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen.
Disuruh mikir hari-hari ya, kasian banget ya. Lu bantu mikir deh Silonen.
In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Oh, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Untuk memuji diri sendiri juga ternyata. Kalau begitu sekarang kita cari jalan supaya kita bisa jalan. Kalau memang mustahil kita. Wah, gue isi suaranya kacina gak sih? Kalau begitu, kenapa gitu? Kan bahasa Inggris ya. Oke, kalau begitu kita cari jalan supaya ini bisa dikerjain. Kalau memang mustahil, apa sih suaranya gitu? Nggak tahu sih gimana suara cewek bocil ya. Gue nggak pintar ngisi suara anjay. Disuruh ngisi suara cok, tiba-tiba. Mari kita boleh balik dan jelasin masalahnya ke icon fire.
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge
Hanya
the
membuat
traveler's
pengetahuan
existence
pengembara
and
mencatat
record his
segala
heroic deeds.
perbuatan serta jasa-jasanya.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that, I don't know, that requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess.
Misi-misi dari Wyab sepertinya. Jadi babu Wyab lagi kita di sini kan. Setelah menjadi babu dan babu lainnya. Ya.
We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Night Wind. The one we call Granny Eatstly.
Nenek Eatstly.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed.
Oh, gara-gara pakai itu kah? Kekuatannya.
I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and...
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save
dari orang lain sih
Kachina.
lebih tepatnya.
Well, yeah. At the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Tadinya sebongkah tuh jadi sepasang aja. Hah?
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon.
Gimana kita rusak
Hopefully,
barangnya
Seat
anjay.
Lolly would still want to show respect to the
Tadi udah
Archon.
tua kah? Kenapa mukanya masih muda anjir? Model-model itu kah? Makhluk hidup panjang kah? Apa jangan-jangan dia pakai kekuatan memudahkan lagi ya?
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Kalau antar suratnya sekaligus komplain tentang kalian langsung. Kinich. Lagu Kinich juga ada suaranya sih harus. Aja yang nggak ada.
Alright, Kinich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Malas banget ya. Bisu dong. Nanti gue download kayak Inggris apa Inggris kayak Jepang dulu ya.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter,
dia nggak mau download
and
tapi
we can
gue
meet up near the statue of the seven later.
ragu-ragu aja gitu. Gue lebih suka Inggris soalnya. Sambil dengar-dengar sampai belajar Inggris gitu. Jadi lebih gampang dimengerti sih, lebih cepatnya. Kalau Jepang kan ya belum belajar Jepang gue nanti deh. Kalau udah lulus ada bang. Gue belajar bahasa Jepang. Gue pengen belajar sebenarnya sih, tapi nanti deh belum ada waktunya. Kalau belajar bahasa Jepang. Kinich. Iyalah jauh cok. Kinich cok. Oh lihat doang Kinich. Kinich. I'm coming. Aduh. Ya udah. Beberapa waktu Kinich pun tiba. Ya Kinishnya juga ternyata itu cok. Bisu anjing. Jangan yang sebelum itu ya bisu ya, sebelum 5.0 udah bisu semua nanti. Ada disuruh dibungkam ya. Dibungkam hari-hari bro. Ini nge-lag gua. Enggak nge-lag loh wifi gua. Wifi gua nge-lag apa bang? Enggak, di OBS copy itu. Apa game gue yang satu itu ya, ke DC ya?
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kinich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Udah ditahu bro. Oh dikira di sisi Ronin belum ya? Ya emang wajar sih dia ragu awal-awalnya. Karena itu rencana rahasia sebenarnya.
Right, she mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
4 yang sudah diakui berarti Shilonen, Kinich, malah nih satunya siapa? Suatunya Citlali kah?
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us.
Harusnya orang-orang saat
walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
Dia masih main plan victim sekarang dia, plan villain dia, kayaknya jadi penjahat dulu dia. Oh dia penyendiri cowok, dia hermit anyai. Dia itu cowok apa? Nit otaku dia, apa namanya istilahnya? Pokoknya penyendiri, pengurung. Nit ya, nit sih bahasanya. Hikikomori apalah segala macam namanya lah.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about
Hobinya
dreams and
bahas soal mimpi
revelations,
kelihatan.
they're
So
already a
quick sudah penuh
pretty
dengan
strange bunch to most.
suku aneh kah berarti sukunya mereka.
I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Aneh di level wow kah? Kalau kumpul orang-orang aneh bilang orang aneh.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lally could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Ya hobi ngurung diri kah? Nit. Sampai saat ini kita belum tahu apakah Auroran memang suka rela gabung ke Fatui atau dipaksa. Seat Lally ingin membuktikan kalau Auroran bukan pengkhianat. Dan aku akan memanfaatkan situasi ini untuk membuka negosiasi dengannya. Anjay,
So
kok isi
if I'm
suara kini saya nggak sih?
you mean
Bukannya
we'll
kan
help
suara kini nggak sih?
investigate Auroran and the
Emang
captain's
PA-nya nggak bisa
whereabouts?
gitu. Betul. Kalian semua sudah setuju. Berarti kita tawarkan yang kita tawarkan adalah kerjasama untuk saling menguntungkan. Bukan satu pihak minta tolong ke pihak satunya. Sudah siap gue nih isi idenya kini isi VA kini sih. Bahasa Indonesia. Gak apa-apa. Gue gak ada kini sih tapi gak apa-apa. Aku rasa Cita juga tidak berani membangkang perintah Archon Pyro. Tapi bekerja sama dengan mereka akan sangat membantu agar perhatiannya tidak teralihkan oleh masalah Auroran. Ya, ide bagus. Ide bagus aja.
We kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of
Malipo
Maliko Kinich.
Namanya Malipo Kinich.
Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lally can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
2 hari dari sekarang. Baiklah, aku akan langsung berangkat. Kayaknya terlalu itu. Suaranya kini nggak terlalu berat seperti itu kah? Kayaknya seperti itu deh. Atau agak ringan dikit. Baiklah, aku akan segera berangkat. Aku akan langsung berangkat. Baiklah, aku akan langsung berangkat. Nah, pokoknya gitulah. Ya suaranya agak cool gitu kan sih. Hati-hati ya Kak Nich. Aku pulang dulu ya. Mau beresin barang-barang yang bakal dibawa.
Okay, then let's part ways for now.
Gue yang
I'll see
isi
you in a
suara
couple of
mereka ya
days.
kalau nggak ada suara ya. Let's go. Di hari effort. Soalnya susah pagi anjir masih lama. Kesini kenapa suaramu tidak ada? Tahu gue kalau di sini ada deh. Halo, Kak Cina. Kak Cina.
I just saw a brick that wasn't properly stacked. I can do it. Like.
Deh, gitulah suaranya. Lusa yang kau rasakan, tubi yang kau berikan. Aduh, udah lusa, kayaknya kelewatan deh gua.
Oh, it's time to meet up. Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Gimana? Aman?
Hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Seat Lally did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too
Dibalas dong,
surprised.
parah.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her.
Enggak juga sih.
My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response.
Tunggu ya. Setting bentar. nggak ada lagi.
But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go.
Let's go. Stadion. Stadion London. Stadion Union.
Bring it.
Anjay. Lalu tidak ada.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Ini malam-malam juga, kenapa waktunya udah ganti?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't this...
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the
Iya, kayaknya dia
Archon.
bukan bawahan sih. Archon Pyro nggak pernah menganggap warga Nathan bawahan. Para Paimon, lu pikir gitu, dia kita. Warga Nathan itu kita babu gitu, karakter traveler ya. Pikir karakter traveler Nathan itu warga kayak traveler yang jadi babu.
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't
Setiap
mean
diminta
there's any
selalu
kind of
mau.
tall barrier between us and her.
Yang disuruh sana sini mau.
The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with.
Iya nggak kayak
Unlike that old hag Granny
siapa ya?
Eatstily,
Kita-
right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
datang dia anjir. Aduh, Paimon, lu suka ngegosipin orang sih.
You talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Orangnya datang nih.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Paimon lu. Ngomongnya sih parah. Teksnya ngomong itu di tempat tertutup gitu, jangan terbuka gitu. Ketahuan kan sama gosipin orang.
Huh? See Lolly.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door
Ada
who
si
turns out to
Faruzan.
be a seasoned
Di
veteran.
Sumero ada
The
Faruzan.
wise sage who
Nah,
looks like
Hida
a little
juga.
kid.
Atau di Monster itu Klitu harusnya umur masih muda sih, tapi sebenarnya dia tetap elfan. Tapi kayaknya masih muda deh, kalau dari sifatnya masih anak-anak banget. Kalau yang si Clea di Monster berarti nggak ada ya yang setua itu. Venti sih 500 tahun umurnya, anjay. Dan ya masih kayak ya dia pakai wujud dewa sih. Apalagi Faruzan sih yang gua baru tahu dia ternyata emang sudah tua.
Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Iya, kamu cantik kok, santai aja.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
Kenapa disebut dia nenek kali itu?
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry.
Tanya umur tidak bagus bukan ke cewek. Parah lu.
What? How dare you?
Itu gua
Don't you
bilang.
know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your case seems
Parusan juga ya, bukannya dia nggak tahu ya?
Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well,
Si Paimon.
you were
Parah
gonna
lu,
leave
gua
us
nggak
out to
ikutan Paimon.
dry.
Lu maju Paimon, maju.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're...
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said,
Kalau ada WA
understood.
mungkin dia balas, tapi kalau
Besides,
surat
just
bang,
showing up is the most
pakai
important
surat
part.
tulis tangan
No?
baru. Ini tulis oke sip. Kan capek ya. Oh ya, lagi ngerjain akun case by the way, Sisek, welcome. Selamat datang, apa kabar kamu? Bisa tolong like kalau bisa by the way. Thank you udah mampir. Mengingatkan quest gua, meskipun beberapa karakter bisu ya, Kachina kini bisu ya. Kayaknya karakter sebelum 5.0 bisu deh. 5.1. Beneran Afrika enggak ya?
But, of course,
Soalnya PA-nya lagi masalah. Hidup memang penuh masalah emang.
it's also natural
Tadi
for
aja
people
nonton
to get
HSR
held up by one
streaming,
thing or another as they're trying to
Robinnya
leave the
suara
house.
burung anjay.
It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived
Lu udah
before
kerjaan
me.
urgent quest kah? Sisek by the way. Mungkin kelupaan sesuatu atau apa aja.
At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me.
Oh, dia cuma itu cowok introvert yang nggak tahu itu ya. Malas main Genshin. Kenapa lu malas main Genshin? Kalau kamu lagi by the way ya, lu ganti akun kah? Tolong aja kalau bisa by the way. Diam-diam, tapi karena kalian semua dia hanya need yang tidak itu, Cok.
Anyway,
Dia tahu cara
that's the whole
bersosialisasi.
story.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems...
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
Oke, dijelaskan aja. Untung nggak bisa nih.
I see. So
Orang
Mawika has
nggak?
asked you to forge
Karakter
an
B5
ancient
dia.
name for an outlander.
Udah ada
Well, that
itunya
would
drip
be a first.
marketingnya. Rata-rata yang di drip marketing sih B5 ya. Atau B4 atau nggak tahu. Harusnya dia B5. Nggak tahu sih.
And you've
Orang-orang
also heard all
harusnya
about
B5 deh.
Auroron.
Masa
I must
B4?
say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help
Kenapa
bring Auroron back if you
Twitternya
help
nggak
us
bisa
solve the
dibuka, Bu?
problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
Aku pengen liatin Auroronnya, nggak tahu. Ya udahlah, biar aja lah. Lanjut story dulu. Untung gak semuanya yang hilang suaranya ya, suara VA-nya masih ada lah beberapa. Gak tahu siapa semua hilang sih, baru yang gue tahu Kenichi sama Kachina hilang suaranya. Wah, nanti ulang tahun Nahida gimana dong?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold.
Namun dia
Baleful
pemberani
thunder
menembus semuanya demi
and
menuju
wrathful
dunia
waves
yang
bring
baru.
terror to
Anjay,
mortal hearts.
keren banget kata-katanya.
Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Sumeru itu.
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream
Kita
of.
udah melawan banyak.
You possess the heart of a
kejadian,
sincere hero, along with the
banyak
conviction
cerita
to
yang
lift a torch
luar
above your
biasa,
head and walk headlong into
dan
the
banyak
night.
kenangan lah ya. Apa impianmu Rifana? Kepalaan itu sebuah kedai. Coba tekadmu demikian kau mengangkat obor tinggi dan berjalan menembus kegelapan malam.
Huh?
Kenapa lu malas
Don't
main
move.
itu Genshin by the way?
There's something here.
This is Isaac.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo!
Apa itu?
That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
Oh,
No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kind of like having part of a
Boncengin hantu
ghost come
anjir.
back with you?
Ya gitu Paimon.
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and
Jadi
generally
bawa
worsen
hantu
your
ada yang
mood.
nempel
In that case,
ketempelan
better to
aja.
get rid of
Salah
them.
satu ciri-ciri ketempelan.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our land. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the Lord.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. Just listen carefully to what I'm
Perlu
about to
banyak
tell
penjelasan
you.
Kak Bang.
The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance.
Disuruh
make a
lagi
list.
kerja bro.
I can go.
Gigi banget.
It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it.
Patui mah kita udah bertarung lawan banyak Patui.
All right,
Meskipun
now
masih
it's
lemah
time for
kita.
us to catch that brat and... I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing... He has always lived alone. And I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston, and interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess...
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me.
Okay.
But please help me get him back.
Sudah dari awal jadi babu.
All right,
Jadi, mari
then
lanjutkan
let's start by
pekerjaan
heading to
babu
where
ini.
Auroron was seen last.
Hidup babu Genshin. Dudududududududududud. Mana ya misinya bang? Oh ini. Mungkin di situ bang. Dari awal sudah menjadi babu, marilah kita terus menjadi babu. Sampai saat dimana babu itu menjadi babu.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or, however, I doubt anyone would believe.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and...
Auroron?
Udahlah, Paimon, udahlah.
He was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
Orang Fatui, makanya orang Nesta, makanya dia mau bantu ya.
He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of... Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him.
Aku sudah merencanakan semuanya dari awal. Dari awal.
He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your... here.
Feel the power of Natlan. Oh, dikasih kekuatan kita. Buka mata batin kah? Mata ketiga bang? Mata keempat? Saringan kah? Saringan.
How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
Oh, kira Paimon gak bisa lihat.
That's right.
Untung Paimon VA-nya berarti nggak satu agensi sama kayak yang di...
For a short while, you'll be able to...
Wow, you can even share your senses with us?
It requires a very rare spell that... When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Aurora.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
999, ping gua. Apa? Apa sih internet gua, bro? Aneh kok internet ini. Nge-lag kok. Apa masih nge-lag tim gua? Apa nge-lag ya?
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, but given the looks on their faces just now... Or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh? Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Dia penyendiri terus, cok. Dia hanya butuh menyentuh rumput.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Jadi telepati anjing. Tapi bang.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take...
Yep, judging by Paimon's experience.
Wait. Let me see.
Kenapa tuh?
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. We've got to find... leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other... if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire.
Cucunya Roron ya?
No, I've got to be careful.
Gimana sih?
Otherwise he'd get hit as well.
Ketua sih dia ya.
How annoying. No.
Paimon sama Ether bisa dengar lagi pikirannya anjir. Jelek banget ya kalau orang bisa baca pikiran gitu ya. Kasihan kok.
Bring it.
Woohoo! There are traces of people
Enak
staying
explore
here
pakai
too.
kanak-kanakan sih emang. Cepat soalnya mereka jalan.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you
Discord
were super
jangan-jangan
amazing.
elemen ya
No
makanya.
wonder you can sense so many more things
Discord
than us.
kan emang.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me.
Makanya Paimon. Paimon kayak yang ya oke lah.
There are signs of a struggle here.
Bukannya Paimon.
Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental trait.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal?
Given there are two signals leading from here.
Ayo berpencar. Apa?
I'll take this direction.
Hari-hari disuruh berpencar.
Auroron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
And off she goes.
Dan dia pun pergi.
Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Ya, tentu saja.
Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past.
Mungkin karena kalian adalah
Maybe we're a
MC
special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect.
dan babunya dan guider maksudnya ya.
If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first.
Langsung kesannya kayak itu cok orang yang baru yang susah yang baru belajar bersosialisasi dia. Mana? Oh ini.
Faster. Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Diding. Ini lama gak ya? Harusnya Alcon Quest lama ya, 6 jam biasa. Kalau straight to the quest, enggak ke district.
Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Aurora... That's That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
Rodoran. Paimonnya hilang, Cok. Pingsan lagi MC kita, bro. Jadi pingsan, Cok. Wah, di kerajaan malam anjir tiba-tiba PP ya. Ini Roron.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it's... And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Ftui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Ftui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here. And I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
Nggak bisa amat lah. Auroron sama si Kapitan masih ada.
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with
sekarang
you.
Dari dua story terakhir lebih suka berbicara anjir daripada berkontroversi dengan kita.
I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret.
Hari-hari diculik, Cok. Apakah kali ini kita bekerja sama dengan Ftui beneran? Kalau di konten kan sempat hampir ya. Lebih bekerja sama tapi kayak enggak kerja sama yang sebetulnya gitu. Hanya membantu doang sih. Alehino.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just...
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have...
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to,
kalau ikut Paimon nanti mulutnya nggak bisa direm, Cok. Paimon dikasih tahu nanti kesebar ke seluruh area nanti langsung cepat.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If in any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be
feeling better yet, traveler?
All right,
Ya, Paimon
let's get
santai,
ready.
Paimon. Aduh, nggak boleh dikasih tau ke Paimon lagi. Kan Paimonnya. Sabar, gue cas HP. Lanjut. Sambil ngecas HP gue, bro.
I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all.
Anjay, kata-katanya.
But if you
keren
want to
ya.
make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Yap, Cit Lali. Gua akan kerahkan 1001 jurus untuk membasmi para patui-patui. Oke, lanjut. Suruh bertarung gak bang? Nah, kemana? Mana ya? Jauh juga. Ada TP nggak? Ada TP. Terus jalan aja deh. Oke, Meng ini.
Look over there.
Look over there.
Huh? I don't think she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
Oh. Okay.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Aduh.
Hey, quit daydreaming.
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so
Huh?
Wow. I'm
Si talinya marah anjay.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? On my count. 3, 2, 1!
Ajar.
Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against!
Ngelek gua.
Let's get it on!
Maaf nih, ngelek banget lah. Wah, ngelek banget, Kak.
Look alive! Hi!
Carving waves!
Apa ngelek banget ya?
You asked for it! Buckle up! Bring it!
Amazing!
Anjir, masih ada lagi. Oh,
Victory!
Bang, yang ngelek banget loh.
Look alive! Hi!
Ah,
Need support?
Wah, oke lah.
Amazing! Carving waves!
Buckle up!
Ah, sumpah, kenapa jangan ngelek ya? gua pas pakai PS anjay. Ironin gua. Mulanya pakai defense bagus. Pantes dapat. Gak ada critnya anjay. Mau ini gue yang pakai itu. Kebalik anjing. Sabar. Oke, akhirnya benar. Mulanya yang pakai super set anjay. Tadi gue coba itu soalnya. Biar abis pakai si Silonen bisa sih. Nenek.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Leave, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as...
handal ya.
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your...
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
3 bahayanya, 3 warning.
Wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. Be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you.
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw...
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Jawabannya paham, bukannya iya ya, jawabannya iya yes. Iya.
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Halo Elin, welcome. Selamat malam. Kita mampir ya, bisa tolong lagi kalau bisa, kalau like, thank you. Jangan lupa istirahat, kamu juga harus istirahat ya Elin. Kamu habis streaming kah?
I'm no ordinary Granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value? And not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind. and didn't slap your name on a... Even if the truth that
Buronan.
you see will soon manifest into reality, there is
Horor-
still no
hororan.
need
Oh, main
to
Genshin kah, by the
preemptively
way, Ellie?
panic. Have you
Dilin.
forgotten the words that I've taught you?
Ini udah nggak ada dia. Yang kira vampir by the way.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry
Ugh, forget it.
to be happy.
We
Ya,
can submit the
sudahlah.
details of this camp and the defeated
Ini
Fatui as
kok
evidence of your
ceritanya bakal-
innocence.
Ini masih awal kayaknya. 3 jam biasa, 4-6 jam ya. Berarti kok 3 jam apa? Ini 2 chapter kan? Berarti chapter 1
Let's
3 jam.
clean
nih.
this place up and get back to the city. Aurora.
Sounds good.
You're...
Yes, I grow a lot of...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that.
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Kok gedenya kayaknya. Nggak tahu juga ya Paimonnya. Beda banget ya orang sama yang nangkap kita ya. Dia pura-pura kah? Paling cool dia. Ini kan dengan cheat lali ya. Jadi pura-pura lugu dia.
I see. So Auroron came...
That's right.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lolly is willing to serve as your guarantee...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the speaker's chamber as soon as...
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. Once
Kapan kita
Auroron
bakal
is
ketemu
settled,
si
I'll go
Kapten?
talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Kapitano. Kapten. Iya, kapten sih artinya bahasa Indonesia juga. Kapitano itu. El Capitano.
Oh, thank you.
Mohon bantuannya.
You scratch my back, come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to...
Goodbye, Gramps.
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it? What? That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that
Paimon baru
coming.
dikasih tahu, Cok, ada teriak,
So you
Cok.
really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he... Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lolly and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her
Iyalah, kalau
about
sama
this.
Paimon nggak apa-apa
Paimon will
sebenarnya.
support
Tapi
your
Paimonnya
choice
diam
no
lah,
matter what.
Paimon
So
ya.
if you want to go, we can go to... We still have another whole day.
Paimon sih. Pokoknya kan mulutnya nggak bisa dijaga. Gimana mau restorasi ya ke Paimon susah, Cok. Tapi ya sudahlah. Nah gitu dia, kalau nggak gitu nggak seru perjalanannya selama ini. Paimon, terima kasih telah menemaniku. Saya nggak ada buat lagu buat Paimon apa? Nggak khusus buat Paimon gitu. Paimon, oh Paimon, oh Paimon, Paimon. Wah, apa itu? Paimon, Paimon.
All right.
Pak Imon, Bu Imon. Mana mereka? Ada itu alat diputar-putar.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's back.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I
Boleh
could.
saya. Mana Kapitanonya, Cok? Kapitanonya mau bicara.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
Kata gila itu.
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just...
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Teyvat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep
dia mau
Natlan
menerbangkan dirinya lagi
intact,
kah?
even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen
Jangan
to keep it
mengorbankan
as a
diri lagi
mere
dong, please,
backup
udahlah.
plan.
Cukup lah Archon yang mati, bro, sumpah. Capek gue dengan Archon-Archon yang hilang. Brokadivata membuat dirinya dilupakan dunia. Vokalor mati, bunuh diri buat menyelamatkan konten. Udahlah, bro. Selamat nggak sih Archonnya? Bahagia dikit gitu, jangan menangis terus Archonnya, anjir. Kasian.
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute
Kalau
the
Natlan jatuh
backup
ke
plan,
habis berarti
and
dia
all of
bisa cepat
Natlan
hancur
will
sih
be
gua.
lost to the abyss.
Natlan salah negara yang kuat soalnya.
We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save
Ini dari
Natlan
Nathan
remains
kah? Si
unchanged.
Kapitano. Jangan Gnosis yang mau dipakai untuk hancurin habis.
And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach
Kasih
an
tahu dulu nggak sih
agreement.
rencananya?
Someone's here.
The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something! thing. Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
See, Lolly? What?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools and unconscious. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
Si Kapten terlalu itu, Cok.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can just...
Aduh, padahal baru apa rencananya anjay? Hari-hari baru kasih tahu dipotong. Hari-hari dipotong Cok rencananya, Cok, parah. Gimana orang mau tahu rencananya kalau dipotong anjay? Nggak tahu siapa nih ceritanya kan siapa. Ini Genshin ceritanya plotnya sangat misterius emang. Yang jahat mana sebenarnya, yang baik sebenarnya mana?
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here?
Selama ini kita lihat Fatui
You've
jahat,
got a
apakah mereka
head on your
benar-benar jahat?
shoulders, Auroron. Use it. Why did you help the captain? And I want the trip. No answer? Think you're being smart? Really? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Halo Mitra, selamat malam. Thank you udah mampir. Welcome, welcome. Ya tolong kalau bisa kalau like, thank you kan. Ya, thank you. Udah mampir sekali lagi. Gue lagi mendengarkan cerita yang sangat mendengarkan gitu. Dia mainkan storynya Genshin. Diam mulu lu, bisu anjay.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny's
Tahan di
scolding.
bentuk. Isi itu citlali.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves
Lu
instead of
ngomong
listening
sampai
to
jalan
me?
goblok. Mana
You?
kedengaran anjing.
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're
Hello,
still thinking
Daniel,
about
welcome.
that so-called duty, then
How are you?
please,
Thank you for
just
coming, by the
forget
way.
about it. The ley lines did not fall to
I
this state
just
because of you,
Play my Genshin
and we've
story.
long closed the book on that incident.
And yeah, look, you know that like some Kachina and some VA like Kachina or Kinish, I don't know the others, but Kinish and Kachina don't have the voice, you know, voice line. The voice line is gone. They is muted. But Fortunately, the other is still have a voice line, you know.
Seems they've started talking
I'm
about
very
some
well,
kind of
thank
tribal
you,
history.
I mean.
I'm starting to get lost.
I don't know, maybe Mualani too. Don't have. I hope the
That's not it,
Archon
Granny.
of Wicca, the Pyro Archon, have the line, not missing the voice line, you know.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't
Oh,
he
dia
right
pakai
here in front
jurusnya,
of us?
Kak.
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can.
Get back here this instant!
Dia pakai jurus.
Auroron!
He used the
What is
ninjutsu.
this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to...
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion.
He make an illusion. Thank you for coming, by the way, Daniel, once again. Yeah, just enjoy the story.
He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me
I
that's
still
how
use
he's been
the
hunting in the
English
fields
voice
these days.
because, you know, if I download
Couldn't
the
he have picked up
Japanese,
something more useful?
need more storage, like 17 gigabyte. So, you know, I'm too lazy to download it and need more space to it. Even though they have, they don't miss a voice line for Kinish or Kachina. But yeah, whatever.
Little brat. That's it. The next time we
Anjir,
meet, I'm definitely going to
kejam
break
juga
his
ya.
legs.
Nice.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us?
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything
Kan kita bisa
substantial.
gunakan, Cok, tetap.
Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
Decknya masih bisa digunakan, Kak.
We've got quite a long walk back to the city.
Oke, kita jalan sampai mendengarkan penjelasannya. Let's be here. Ih, gua kira bakal diceritain sambil jalan. Harus sampai stadion dulu. Jadi ceritanya apa, Bang?
Do you two have some time? Feeling
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Pineapple just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer?
Paimon, orang lagi
That's
bersedih lu
right.
minta
See,
takdiran
Lolly has
dari dia,
gotten a
parah
lot
lu.
quieter since Aurora ran away. He's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable.
Hey, come on now. You won't even...
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all.
Sure, that's...
Let's go. Eat lali. Jangan bersedih Cit lali. Karena aku yang sedih karena I'm lagging, bro. I'm lagging you. Fuck you internet, bro. I'm lagging, I don't know why I'm lagging. Minum itu dia, Cok. Alkohol, arak.
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other.
Ada satu orang itu. Mabuk dia, anjir.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be.
Do you think she's drunk?
Ini buat kalau belum.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to...
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Citali.
You call her Granny
Lu sih
too?
jadi nit.
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
Oh, berarti umurnya udah 500 tahunan ya.
Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well.
Kanka. Udah mabuk tuh dia. Udah mabuk.
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess.
What the hell?
You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Sitlali? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how come on, monster? Me?
Granny Sitlali, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him. That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Udah mulai aneh jadinya dia gara-gara mabuk. Tidur.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Ya Archon.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's...
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
Sudah bangun.
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
hang on, just... Phew.
Dia mau muntah,
You
Cak.
had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to...
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
Padahal udah dipanik tuh pemilik tokonya, berarti udah
Are
pernah
you
dong.
feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk?
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame.
Masa
I've
dong
lived all these
terlalu
years
buang
and still
namanya
can't get
gengsi,
rid
kan.
of it.
Actually,
Huh? Tell me what?
yeah, this...
So, you heard?
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and
So that,
Pernah
to you a
kejadian lah ya.
lot.
Kalau dia tahu
it
spesifiknya.
happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas. Take a walk.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Dia yang merasa sendiri dia, makanya dia butuh teman, guys. Kali ini. Lu hidup umurnya panjang, pasti merasa kesepian. Gak tau kenapa dia udah umurnya panjang ya, by the way.
Alright.
Mana nih sekarang? Harus keluar ya?
Woohoo!
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful!
You're making...
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry!
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right, I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like
Sangat
this.
tertutup orangnya.
I'm just an eccentric
Kayak
old
gue
hag to
sebenarnya.
them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure.
Sedikit
Be
lalu
careful
namanya.
around her.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A
Gak tau
few
warsa
decades
gak
like
tuh
that,
anjir.
and people
Terus
stop
warsa
knowing
kan?
how to deal with you.
10 tahun cuy. 1 dekade tuh 10 tahun. Ya udah beberapa desa warsa berarti berpuluh tahun udah.
What about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing.
Anjir.
I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me.
Jenius ya?
Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroran's incomplete soul, a possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss, the ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead.
No. Yes. Kalau dia dead, dia nggak playable, bro.
Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the
Candy
contrary.
ada jiwa lain dalam
But
dirinya nggak sih? Makanya
just as I was
beda-beda
about
biasa.
to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, what?
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive
Halo
souls,
Cowboy, welcome.
more
Selamat
than
malam.
any of us.
Sudah mampir ya?
He understands just how
Terutama
dire the
kalau bisa, kalau
situation
like,
with ley
thank
lines
you.
has become.
Apa kabar kamu, by the way? Tapi saya berapa?
Maybe he
Lagi
chose
fokus
to
sama
work
ceritanya,
with the
makanya banyak
Vtuber
Suka
because
luarnya
he
Genshin
still thinks
soalnya.
he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Apa yang orang Fatoi bisikan di tengah?
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroran into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back. You don't look so good, Seatlolly.
Probably drank too much.
Muntah dia, Sa.
Forget that. You've helped me so much already.
Muntah gak dia?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't...
Good point. Well, I'll go.
Kita ketemu Mafika gak sih? Mafuika.
Friends. I like the sound of that.
Akhirnya dia punya
Warren's
teman
probably
ya.
back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. But she's probably asleep. We can find her.
Oke. Istirahat di penginapan.
Alright.
Let's go. Sumimasen. Aku mau tidur sini. Boleh nggak? Oh udah. Itu doang ternyata. Tidurnya gitu kok. Gak pakai selimut, itu selimutnya dipakai dong.
Why is it so noisy outside? I would still have to sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
Mapuika. Aku mau laporan. Udah, langsung cutscene. Cutscene kan nggak cutscene sih.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it?
I'll be fine. We also have the stadium could always use more manpower. So I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose, but I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Thank you. All right.
Hati-hati di jalan.
The situation must. Looks.
Mapuika di mana ya? Kita ke Mapuika. Abang. Apa? Wah, bisu bro. Oh belum.
Traveler over here.
Yes. Mualanya ada suaranya.
Our star outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here. But what's with the whole Star Outlander thing?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
Ada Jensen sama saya.
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
Oh, untung. Berarti ini dan Cina doang yang ada suaranya.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What
about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished.
That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay.
It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Oh, Jensen dari kita.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly,
and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can...
Mafuika, kamu lapor. Sumimasen.
Oh, it's you two.
Oh, Mafuikanya ada, yes.
As you can see,
Berarti hanya
things are not
kecil
looking
Phoenix
good
kayaknya.
right now. People across Natlin are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time.
That's all right. We're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Ftui's ability to gather intelligence.
Gnosisnya mau dipakai buat itu
The
ya.
Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture.
Menghancurkan sejarah untuk menyelamatkan masa depan. Anjay.
Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal... So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Ftui should be...
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower.
Wait, you're going to fight in person?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would... I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response.
Patriotismenya warga Lanttern
In any
tinggi loh.
case,
Bagus kok.
that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani.
Kita ke Jansen gak sih? Jansen, astaga, gua mau ke Jansen gitu. Children of Echo. Kenapa nggak putra putri gema ya bahasanya? Biasa Bahasa Indonesia.
Carving waves.
Farming Way.
All right.
Quick, over here, to safety.
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
Ya, udah selesai berdatang. Ya, Kacinanya bisu, kasihan.
What's the situation?
Kasihan.
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We
Kacina
need to
sama
rescue them as
Kinesia
soon as
bisu.
possible.
We'll go together.
Kacina, aku ikut. Aku ikut. Tuh, nanti gua isi suaranya Kacina deh sama Kinesia.
Bring it.
Gunakan rollerblade. Kalau pakai dua gitu jadi enak banget.
Stay safe. We've got this.
Halo abang. Wih.
Go. Let's ride.
All right.
Pakai karakter uji coba semua anjir. Ini pakai apa? Underpity. Emblem apa? What the hell? Saya pakai nodes anjir.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Get down. Carving waves.
Wah, itu lagi. Kayak di ceritanya anjay. Lupa gua.
Let's ride.
Ini Kacina udah kuat ya. Pakai build asal-asalan gini. Ya, hancurin itu doang ternyata.
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the abyss isn't after more.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the children of...
Kacina. Iya, ngeri banget. Tapi kita sukses.
By the way, where's Seat Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more urgent.
Marga kuno.
All right, this isn't a good
Kapan jadi
place to
marga
talk.
kuno gitu?
Let's head back to the...
Jadi Pyro MC gitu. Pyro MC paling pas udah jadi marga kunonya tuh baru bisa ada Pyro MC. Kenapa nggak pakai silonan gue ya? Gue ada silonan sama Malan sama Kacina bahkan.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all.
The abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many... Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
Kamu hebat Kacina, kamu hebat. Aku bukan bawa mereka, kebetulan aja lagi bareng. Tapi ini bukti kalau mereka kema di alam liar tuh bagus. Makanya kami cepat tanggap. Tidur di rumput basah tuh nggak nyaman, tapi setimpalah sama hasilnya.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
5.2 ada mau baru ya? Iya. Dan kita masih belum tahu juga Kapan 2 pahlawan terakhir bakal muncul?
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone.
You really are an eternal
Siapa duanya
optimist,
kira-kira ya?
Mulani.
Why, thank you.
Ini yang satu
I
kita.
guess it's one of my better qualities.
Satunya pasti dari itu. Yang dari angin malam belum ada kan? Ada kah? Citlali berarti ya? Citlali kah satunya? Iansan palingan satunya.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge
Kan
price.
si Elektro itu, si penguasa angin malam itu, Elektro. Iansan itu dari
And somehow the captain finds out
dari
about it,
sukunya Iansan.
goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
Mungkin karena rencana ini terlalu beresiko. Kita bahkan nggak bisa pastiin apakah 6 pelawan bakal keburu kekumpul semua atau enggak.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high.
Kemahalan.
And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much when it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
Anjay. Sejarah itu penting juga sih.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how?
Iya, terus dia tuh aslinya orang Snesnaya kan? Gimana ceritanya ada Fatui bisa niat banget sampai nolongin Natlan?
This is all super confusing.
Gua isi suaranya Kachina pokoknya. Titik. Ya gitulah. Lanjut.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give some...
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Mau gabung ke barisan kami, Mulani?
I was just about to ask. Count me in.
Let's go.
If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt.
Kalau gitu, langsung daftar aja. Nggak bakal makan waktu kok, soalnya memang butuh banyak orang.
Registered? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
Itulah teman sejati, bro. Kemanapun kamu pergi, aku akan mengikuti. Ketika kamu jatuh ke jurang, aku akan bantu dorong. Maksudnya aku akan ikut juga.
You got it.
Gue lupa
I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far.
Dia suara Kacinanya masih terngiang-ngiang di kepala aku, Cok.
Alright. See you all later.
Aku bisa mendengar suara
Let's get
Kacina
together and celebrate once this is over.
berbicara. Apakah ini namanya telepati? Hati ke hati.
Oh, you betcha.
Apakah ini dinamakan hati ke hati bersama Kacina? Halo. Jadi kita gimana nih ke depannya? Ini masih chapter itu ya? Kan ada 2 chapter setahu gue. Ini chapter berapa sih? Chapter 5 bagian 3. Masih bagian 3, bagian 3-4 setahu gue, kan sampai 6 ya. Langsung ke Pira Icon kah? Pira Icon. Quincy.
Are you okay, Quincy?
Cucu.
I'm fine. No need to worry.
Oh, Chasta satu.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
Soalnya sejauh itu hanya mereka berdua sih yang lagi itu.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what.
Jadi gimana ceritanya? Coba cerita Caca. Trial Caca, trial Caca cucu. Cucu bisa playable nggak sih bang? Playablein, nah dia hilang nggak
Watch
apa-apa.
out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of...
You're right. That's a traveling group from... Let's keep observing.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being
Nah, soalnya
attacked.
Fatui emang lagi lawan abis juga ya. Jadi kayaknya kita punya masalah tujuan musuh yang sama tapi ideologi yang berbeda gitu.
If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret.
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours.
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain.
Exactly. Still, there was no trade. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this...
It's too early to say.
Jadi ikutin dia. Gue kira mau trial Caca aja. Aduh, kepentok tangan.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky.
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get...
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll...
We still can't see anything on the
parkour kah?
inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
Sukunya ninja kayak, tapi itu penguasaan
The
malam.
more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine.
That's even more risky. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded... You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure...
All right. If we start arguing, this one...
Guess that means I win. Don't worry.
All right. Same plan. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Awo kah? Awo. Mengendap-endap mereka. Jurus rahasia ninja. Aku kira adalah jurus rahasia. Wow, sangat tidak kelihatan mereka di situ ya. Saking tidak kelihatannya kamera menangkap mereka.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place.
Anjay, itu sudah di atas. Halo Iraku, welcome. Yang tanpa iya. Di mana? Itu loh. Lancar-lancar kah by the way?
Now.
Apa urusan kalian? Semangat lah. Kamera. Tolong like kalau bisa by the way, yang kita mampir.
I'll wait for the next one.
Semangat untuk kita semua. Jadinya Mediashare On ya by the way. Gue si Nana namanya Nana ya. Lupa gue subscribe itu tapi gue lupa namanya. Jadi Mediashare On. Pertama kan bukan itu ya. Subscribe itu.
Miss my chance. I'll wait for the next one.
No, it's my chance. Gue lagi fokus story nih. Soalnya. Jadi dia mundur. Good.
Now.
Misi dimulai.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
Ini by the way lu belum itu ya si lo Narata Hirako belum debut ya? Lo udah debut? Oh udah. Gue video gue liat di sini. Oh ini live, gue salah baca, gue kira video anjay. Sorry. Lagi nggak streaming gak lo? Ketahuan kah? Ya ketahuan.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place.
Dun 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 dun. Sama juga ya. Oh tadi harus gua gerakin ya. Dimulai. Sembunyi. Terus gimana sembunyinya? Aku lagi baca chat kan makanya.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get.
Lompat turun. Ha. Ting 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 ting.
Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal.
Dia pakai teropong. Anjay. Twing. Sekarang.
That's it. Now's my chance.
Ada Aurora nih, gue tahu pasti. Oh nggak kelihatan kalau di situ lah. Bukannya ada orang di belakangnya. Oh ada box di situ ternyata.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal.
No. Oh dia.
Time to move.
Maju. Oh, nggak ada.
That was close. Almost got caught.
Gua kira ada nya dia.
Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
Ketahuan abis ini pasti. Anjay. Kameranya. Seperti itu.
That'll show my sister.
Oh gitu lagi nggak apa-apa santai aja. Disek.
Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the
bilang lu malas
best
main Genshin,
locations. If we could just get past them
masih Dedi
somehow.
juga.
Wait, I've got it.
Like dulu enggak sih kalau belum like by the way. I would like thank you. Lempar bola misterius. Hieronimo. Wah. Apa itu, Cok? Racun ya? Kentut ya? Wah, pusing dia dikasih kentut.
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stinks.
Jadi lo udah ngerjain misinya kah? Atau lo baru nge-daily doang sih? Belum ngerjain story.
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing.
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrade.
Anjay, pinter banget Chaskanya. Cucunya. Cucu, namanya cucu.
Come get me, Chaska.
Cucu.
I hope she gets this hand signal.
Jangan misinya tengah malam ya, gini ya enak deh. Fokus jadinya. Naik ke atas punya cucu.
Give me your hand, quick.
Coming. I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should.
Nggak ada trialnya, Cok. Ini digerakin sama ceritanya. Biasa kalau gini-gini menilainya ada trial karakternya, karena casanya belum keluar jadi.
Well, I Pretty helpful, right?
Harus itu.
You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance.
I was wrong, Koichi.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it.
Ada event nggak ya? Lu ada eventnya apa sekarang ya?
Looks like the
Ya, gua
Fatui are
kerjain
here
deh.
to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon
Apa?
relic called the source mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely
Oh,
any
itu kayak bisa
information
membantu.
survives to this day. And even people from...
Not bad. Looks like it's... took a...
Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a...
Uh-oh.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
Dikejar dia. Lari dong, pakai itu. Trial dong, trial. Ih, gak ada trialnya mulu, cok. Skip mulu ya. Harusnya kalau dikejar kan kita pakai karakter kita lari.
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more.
Yeah.
They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come...
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail.
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Ya, malah jatuh di jalan anjay.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
Lukanya karena jatuh.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already...
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism.
Source mechanism?
The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
Tahu ya, Kapitano tahu fungsinya untuk apa itu?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar.
I'll get right.
Thank you both for your
Kasih
hard
tanya ke
work.
Sumeru nggak sih? Sumeru paling
Koichi,
tahu.
it's time for you to get some rest.
Kan dekat juga ya.
And there are
Tinggal lihat
gifts from
padang
your
pasir doang
patients
tadi.
waiting at the speaker's chamber.
Padang pasirnya sih panas sih.
I prepared a small gift of my own.
Cucu bisa jadi bintang 4 nggak? Bintang 4 aja bang, nggak usah
I'll
bintang
send it to
5.
your home along with the
Mungkin
others.
cucunya bisa dimainkan playable gitu loh. Masa casanya doang? Cucu ini lumayan, desainnya lumayan unik loh. Lumayan bisa dijadikan bintang 4 lah.
Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon.
Jadi bisa lah, masa nggak jadi bintang 4 loh?
Well,
Hanya
if
bintang 4
Koichi
doang.
doesn't want her favorite Saurus
Pas
crackers,
testar diris
then...
lah. Diris dan cucu juga.
I
Sangat combo.
accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I
Kalau
gonna
Yansan
song for
harusnya
the
dia
rest of
bintang
you as
5
well?
ya. Yansan.
They're one of my favorites too, so
Soalnya
don't
Yansan
be
itu
shy.
di trailernya ada dia. Dan trailer paling awal banget ya. Yang di Natlan gambarnya dia itu dia si Yansan. Harusnya dia bintang 5 jadinya. Karena setahu gue yang di trailer itu bintang 5 semua. Ya kan,
I'll
ya.
start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Kan mulu lu Paimon. Belum juga selesai masalahnya. Tapi kalau lapar nggak bisa berpikir jernih, betul. Jadi mending makan ya daripada tidak bisa berpikir jernih nanti kan. Kalau kata orang, logika tidak bisa berjalan kalau tidak ada logistiknya. Apa namanya logika? Logika orang apa? Orang-orangan. Ya bisa manjat ke sini anjay, pakai silonen bro. Yang belum ada silonen silakan gacha silonen. Dan ke Cina kalau mau. Dan Molani udah lewat. Ke Cina gratisan ya, ada pasti kalian. Anjay. Semakin enak tuh karakter Nathan jadi explore jadinya karena semakin banyak yang bisa explore gitu. Jadi
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out the minute you hear the alarm?
I won't. triple promise I won't. Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might.
Mungkin keluar.
But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
Tapi kan dokter juga harus sehat ya.
Right.
Gimana kalau dokternya sakit mau merawat orang
Have to
sakit
like
anjay?
it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing.
I do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister...
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always
Mereka
making
tidak aku sebenarnya, tapi
excuses
aku
when
banget
things
saling
go
menyayang
wrong.
satu sama lain sebenarnya. Aduh, nge-lag. Nge-lag lah. Internet. Nge-lag anjing. Kolek dulu, bukannya ingin streaming dengan selesai dengan baik loh. Kalian tahu, dari tadi audionya ternyata belum ke Genshin Impact. Dan audio yang kalian dengar selama ini itu dari speaker gua anjir. Gua denger balik dulu. Sumpah. Dari tadi gua nggak ambil audionya, cok. Gua kira udah loh. Pesan tadi udah deh. Wah. Dan yang ketangkap dari tadi audio itu. Hah? Ini ada audionya. Oh, ini ada audionya. Kenapa tadi visionless di situ? Udah aman kan? Cek. Oh, udah aman sih. Dari yang gue dengar ulang ada sih audionya. Gue kira nggak ada loh.
That's just not true.
Udah aman, udah aman. Nggak aman ternyata ini. Buang kayak.
You think I don't
Bang,
have
jangan
proof?
nge-lag bang. Sumpah disuruh bersabar mulu, cok. Nge-lag gua. Dari tadi audionya masuk ya? Gue kira nggak masuk, cok. Syukurlah. Soalnya biasa nggak masuk, cok. Syukur masuk ya. Kira nggak bakal masuk, cok. Makanya aneh, cok. Tadi harusnya itu masuk ya. Kira nggak masuk, cok. Syukurlah. Oke, udah bagus jaringannya, aman. Let's go, lanjut. Harusnya aman ya.
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Ini ada, bro, ada. Tadi ada kah emangnya? Coba gua mundur lagi. Ayo, betul ada. Aman.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us really takes it to heart.
Aman aja, bro. Gua kira nggak ada, idenya nggak ada dari tadi. Syukur. Padahal di situnya di itunya audio gua Stainless on Zero punya aja masih. Mungkin karena satu
Plus,
itu
I guess
launcher.
we are similar in some
Nggak tahu lah.
ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back.
Plus, I know you'll wake up.
Be my guest. Come on, see you later, traveler in Paimon.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Jadi kalau digabung jadi Kasta cucu.
Take care of yourselves out there.
Cucu Kasta. Cucu Kasta.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go.
Yang menerka tujuan bla 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 bla. Oh, langkah kaki Ororon Kitlali.
Sorry for popping up out of nowhere.
Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest.
Awesome! Just give us—
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news.
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain.
I agree with your hypothesis. And Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Night.
What? He came back?
Dia bilang apa?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so apparently he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natland as a whole.
Dia pahlawan.
I'm surprised you let him go
Itu
at all.
yang dikira berkhianat gitu loh. Cerita-cerita pahlawan yang dikira berkhianat, tapi ternyata dia pahlawan sebenarnya.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. All these years of calling me Granny.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve.
Wait, what do you say?
Anjay, udah ditahu.
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is and this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked— You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can.
Anjay.
That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's...
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him.
That's amazing, Seat Lolly.
Tapi ternyata Auroron udah tahu gitu lah.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can find... I know he thinks of me as his grandma. But do you think he'll get mad at me?
That's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago. Now, I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of... Yeah, you're right. First anger, then tears. Wait, who are you calling a crybaby?
You're just making it worse, traveler.
I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, I don't care.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say you'll...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because,
You... fine.
Don't worry, we're
Then Alright, time to sneak... Are you ready?
Ready. The power of kita lali. Batuk mulu buat. Dingin lah.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice And you? Eva says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me.
Ganti rugi. Ganti rugi, ganti rugi.
I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone, but I wouldn't go around asking too many questions.
Flashback itu biasa yang
If you run into them, be careful.
Naruto kebanyakan flashback. Dalam satu episode pas perang-perang terakhir tuh.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Lali is her name.
Granny? What does an outlander want? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving. Hey! At least tell me why you're looking.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning.
Anjay, dia pakai jurus menghilangnya kah? Menghilang dari dunia ini.
I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some...
The situation has seen no true improvement. Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't... He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar and...
What is it?
My lord,
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside.
Dia pakai kekuatan es, dia es ya? Iya kan dia waktu bertarung lawan Mafuika es.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending... How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. However, there's no reason to
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss?
Ya, Fatui malah habis emang salah satunya. sama dia maybe. Codingnya beda sendiri ya, coding tadi ingatan gitu yang di batunya tadi. Udah habis gitu.
I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? It seems like his subordinates referred to him as the captain, and now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual.
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as
Yes, sir!
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon...
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time.
The time for idle up this nation.
Anjay.
Yes, sir.
Bangsa ini kehabisan waktu. The time has...
He just walked straight into the stadium.
Kah?
What is he gonna do?
Berakhir dong. Out of time.
They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until some... Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines. It's faint. Like a soul's trying to escape. Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
Oh, makanya dia bantu ya.
As for you, I must confess, I did not...
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. You don't have much time, and you're...
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you.
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and fight.
By the way. Udah kelihatan di itu ya.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Apa lagi namanya itu? Ya itulah yang buat bulat. Vision.
Then speak. What do you...
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know the questions you asked her just now. Well, I've had very similar doubts.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to...
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you...
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Halo Kapten, halo Palapin, welcome. Segera mampir, bisa tolong kalau bisa. Ya ini udah storynya, masih lama kayaknya. Dikit lagi gue bakal jam 1 lah maksimal.
Silali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise.
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're
strange. Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastleigh, someone capable of communicating with the Wyab, and the Wyab are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Ya kan dia kapten ya, Kapten, Kapitano. Emang nggak pakai Kapitano aja daripada kapten, lebih keren Kapitano itu. Tapi di kapten juga keren sih.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to...
Lihat apa rencananya nih. Ini saat rencananya dilihat kah? Pasti ada yang interupsi lagi guys gini. Gimana lihat ingatan di luar anjay. Di tempat terbuka.
I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem. By reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Anjay. Ini buat ley line. Ley line. Panggil aku si ley line. Udah habis ingatannya.
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just a little dizzy.
Paimon.
Of course.
Tuh.
I'm so mad at him.
Anjay.
After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him?
Udah semua tuh
now that he's all
disebutin tuh.
grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Like grandmother, like grandson gitu.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me.
Sifatnya sama anjay.
Anyway,
anak-anak dari orang tua
back
sih
to what we
biasanya
just saw.
setiap hari kan.
I don't even know what to make of it.
Tersalin soalnya.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to... What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrad that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natland will be affected. Oh, this is...
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natland? Oh, we've got to tell
Dan si
Malika about this
kapten
right
ini orang
away.
Natland dulu sebenarnya. Soalnya dari foto ini rata-rata kayak orang-orang yang dari luar Natland, dari luar Nesnaya juga beberapa.
Yes.
She
needs to know about this now.
Terus si Child dari Nesnaya sih. Siapa lagi? Wanderer dari Inazuma, Dottore dari Sumeru. Oh ya udah. Wah, siapa yang mau diinjak sama roller coaster sama rollernya Kilonen sama itunya sepatu rodanya. Dan apa gerangan dari cari? Sepertinya ini chapter baru deh. Bagian apa sih? Gua mau lanjut apa atau udahan dulu ya? Udah chapter baru ini. Udah bagian baru. Chapter 5 masih bagian baru. Kalau gua lanjut berarti udahan dulu deh ya. Pas gitu. Udah 1 jam lebih. Oke. Udah dulu deh ya. Nanti lanjut nextnya kapan? Besok minggu depan palingan. Besok gue nggak streaming. Kalau gue ada waktu gue streaming sih. Biar selesaiin aja gitu, nggak usah ditunda-tunda. Nah, soalnya ke spoiler gue anjay. Dari kemarin gue lihat spoiler mulu. Bukan ke spoiler mulu, lebih ke kebanyakan spoiler lah. Jadi ya sudah lah, mungkin udah dulu untuk ini. Nanti kita lanjut besok kan ya DJ Silonen. Ada suaranya. Di itunya, setahu gua ada suaranya kalau di sini. Nah. Mana anjir? Asik juga dia gini kalau di foto. Gak ada suaranya, Cak. Kira ada. Nah, mungkin musiknya dimatiin. Efek suara. Oh, ada ini. Anjay. Yo. Udah habis. Ini. Silakan, let's go. Yeah. Adalah pemain Genshin Babu dari Hoyoverse. Kami siap untuk melawan semua rintangan karena kita adalah pahlawan. Pahlawan dan babu itu bedanya tipis-tipis saja. Disuruh sana, disuruh sini, kami siap membantu kemana-mana. Oke, cukup. MC itu hanya kedok saja. Padahal semuanya gak bisa rap. Gue gak bisa rap lah. Siapa bilang gue bisa rap? Gue gak bisa buat rap, tapi kalau nge-rap bisa. Kalau ada liriknya sih, gue gak bisa liriknya gak bisa lah. Kan orang nge-rap itu gampang aja sebenarnya. Gimana kan? Silahkan, ya kan? Iya betul. Lihat ke dalam matanya, dalam resapi. Oh ya, ini bisa itu ya. Periode berapa primo game gua? 4000. Simpan buat Caska ya. Saya gak butuh. Yo. Ya sudahlah, mari kita akhiri sampai sini saya dulu streaming ini. Karena aku harus tidur juga lah. Mari kita akhiri dulu. Terima kasih semuanya buat yang udah nonton dan mampir, dan juga udah like sama subscribe channel ini. Jangan lupa, sampai ketemu di streaming selanjutnya hari Senin atau besok mungkin. Jadi ya sudahlah, welcome. Kenapa welcome? Bye bye, dan gua Lanttern standing out, and bye bye. Also Lanttern. Yo. Yeah. Tiu. Kami semua siap untuk berjuang bersama-sama keras sakti. Jangan lupa subscribe channel ini. Kalau tidak, kalian semua tidak tahu kenapa lagi. Yeah. Let's go. Selamat tidur semuanya. Yeah. Dan mimpi indah. Jangan lupa untuk kalian berdoa sebelum tidur. Cuci tangan, cuci muka, gosok gigi. Apaan sih gua? Jelas. Oke, thank you ya. Semoga kalian tidur nyenyak semuanya, by the way. Mimpi indah. Dan bye-bye.